I used to buy Payless sneakers at $8 a pair. Dude,
Damn.
I would go to Payless every once a month to see what their cheapest sneakers. If the price wasn't right, I wasn't buying it.
Yeah.
I'd come back next month. Cool. They buy one get one free. They were $8. Cool. I buy myself 3 or 4 pairs, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
But then I started calculating. Wait a second. I'm doing this shit like 3 times a year. I still wound up spending close to $60 in a year. Meanwhile, I could spend the same price or a little more for a pair of sneakers that are gonna last me longer. So I realized I can actually be cheaper buying myself better quality sneakers.
Yeah.
But this takes experience and paying attention. And just like you started off this conversation, when you're observing on the outside of everything and you're paying attention to everything that's going on, you tend to see that, man, maybe my ways need to change. And every time you see that, you keep applying that. You add layers and remove layers, replace them with other layers that are more useful. I'm a cheap, like, dude, I don't think you've ever met anyone cheaper than me. I'm ridiculous. I'm so cheap that I make my own speakers to make sure I get the best possible quality, but it costs me under $100.
Yeah. Bro, I remember we used to go. We went to Chinatown one time, and you were haggling with this Chinese guy. I was like, "What the hell? What are you haggling over this subwoofer?" And I'm like, "I didn't understand why you were going back and forth." I'm like, "But Theo, there's a price on there. Why you asking for a different price?" And then when I saw he cut down the price, I was like, "Oh shit, I'm doing that all the time."
Oh, Chinatown was the shit, bro.
Hell yeah. I used to get your equalizer, your voice processors. I was like, I started learning from you. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Dude, I learned the game real quick out there in Canal. Canal, they buy their products wholesale.
Mm-hmm.
And they will raise it 50%. So then it leaves room for them to haggle and still make a 20% profit. They don't go for less than 25% profit because 10% of that goes into their pocket as commission. The rest goes to the store.
Yeah.
So no matter how cheap they sell it to me, they're still going to make a profit.
Yeah.
Their problem that they used to have with me is that I still used to squeeze to where that, okay, I know you're looking for your 15%. Just bring it down to that and we're cool. It got to the point that I used to go over there for parts and they're like, oh, this is the original price, but for you.
They already knew. They said, I'm not even gonna bother. Like I'm gonna waste my time. Come. This is your price. Don't tell nobody. This is your price. Go quick. Crazy, dude.
Dude, I took Edwin out there a few times and he didn't like it. He was like, dude, like how the fuck these people know you, bro? Like what you went to that these Chinese people respect you like this? Like, oh hey, how you doing? And they're like they see me come, hey, how's it going? Oh, what you looking for? Let me know. Price for you? This is the price for you. And he's like, how the fuck they know what price to give you? But then he listens to the price they say to such and such. He's like, wait a second, that's totally different than the price that they gave you. He was like, you sure you ain't into some Chinese mafia shit? Like, dude, I ain't even Chinese. Oh man. So how's baby Ada doing?
She's on the grind. She's doing hair now. She's doing she works at a clinic. She's just grinding, taking care of her kids. She has a boyfriend. She's doing pretty good. She's just right now she's going through those learning pains, those struggling, those being adult pains right now. But she's getting there. I think she's gonna be real good. With that, doing the hair, making money. She has a good head on her shoulder. She's learning how to be an adult now. She's doing good.
That's what's up. She's always been hardworking and don't take shit from nobody type of attitude. And sometimes you really need that to survive some of this shit. Yeah. There's some dudes that are just not ready for that. Like I'm not trying to hear your bullshit. Like I already have enough. I'm not trying to hear your bullshit. And she'll tell you, she'll hurt your feelings.
And she'll hurt you. She's strong in the streets, Phil. I'll tell you that right now, baby. She's real strong in the streets. you know, and that's what she needed to survive, you know, because we weren't around. I wasn't around, you know, I was afloat. I was all over doing what I was doing. You know, Danny was doing what he was doing. You know, Maria was too small, Macho was too small, and Ada was doing what she's doing. So we all had to be strong in our own ways, you know.
Word up, this journey we call life it's not an easy one. No, as long as we're paying attention, we kind of start to get it. Like I'm about to be 40 in January.
Damn. Right behind you, Theo. I'm right behind you.
It's crazy. Like Theo and nephew, like we're only like a few years apart. We went to the same freaking high school. Like this is insane. This is unheard of. But you know what? It's freaking cool too, because as much as it was hard to really tell you guys like what you should be doing, because we were so close in age, but for some reason you guys still had some type of respect for me, and I appreciated that from you guys. Because yeah, I could have easily been like, oh, you're like a year, 2 years older than me. Like, why should I respect you? But for some reason, you guys still had that respect, and I hope that at this age that some of the things that I tried saying or tried influencing stuck out in your lives. And as I see, Julio, you're doing well for yourself. You know, it could have been a totally different story with the temper that you had, bro.
Yeah, I know. I learned to calm down, but I still have a lot of growing, as we all do. You know, I'm not where I want to be or where I ever want to be. You know, I know you can't take money with you, but I'm not looking for money. I'm looking to grow myself as a person still, because we all have room for growth. You know.
For sure. I mean, same here. I still haven't started yet. You talking about a married man with a 10-year-old daughter, fucking trying to keep myself afloat, but more than anything, I still haven't figured out this life. Like there is no perfect way to do life. You know, you find a lot of us that we tend to kind of come to the same conclusion that, well, I'll bring it way back. I had this conversation with my sister-in-law. Do you remember when you used to tell yourself, because I used to tell myself this shit too, by the time I'm 30, I want to have a house and I want to have a car.
Yeah.
It's easy to look at that like, okay, it is not as easy as we thought it was when we were 16, 17, and 18 years old to get a house and a car and be responsible.
The most important, be responsible, because you can be lucky and be given opportunities, but unless you're responsible, all that shit can disappear like that. You know?
Easy come, easy go. Word up. Dude, I think on that note, it's been a great podcast. Many blessings. I'm glad you came on the podcast.
Yeah, man, anytime.
We got to do this again.